Are you planning to buy health insurance for your parents above the age of 60? Then stop for a moment because choosing the wrong policy could cost you lakhs, even if you already have insurance. And in this video, I will explain key factors to consider before buying a policy and the best health insurance plan for seniors, which plans require a pre-policy medical test. But before that, let me quickly introduce myself. So hi, I'm Mariam and I simply make insurance in easiest way, and if you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe our channel. And let's get back to the point. Before buying any senior citizen health insurance policy, it's important to understand most health insurance plans comes with hidden conditions like waiting periods, co-payments and sublimits. And the worst part, once you buy a policy, changing these terms later is not always possible. So when it comes to senior citizen health insurance is a very different from regular health insurance. At this stage of life, medical risks are higher, hospital visits become more frequent, and conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease are quite common. So, because of these pre existing conditions, insurance often apply a loading charges, which can increase the base premium by around 20% to 30%. And on top of that, these conditions are usually subject to waiting periods before coverage becomes available. Many people think health insurance is not always when diabetes, hypertension, or heart disease is diagnosed. This is not true. Several insurers offer coverage even after these conditions, although waiting periods, loading charges, or certain restrictions may apply. And now that we understand the challenges of pre existing disease and loading charges, let's discuss another important factor that affects claims. So, senior citizen health insurance with no waiting period means the challenge is that medical emergencies can occur at any time for senior citizen. Their immunity is generally weaker, recovery takes longer, and the chances of hospitalizations are much higher. That is why it is important to choose a plan with the shortest possible waiting period for pre-existing disease. In some cases, riders can help reduce the waiting period and provide coverage for pre-existing disease after just 30 days. And most importantly, senior citizens should always opt for an adequate sum insured so that rising medical expenses and unexpected hospitalization do not become a financial burden. So the most question people ask is which health insurance is actually good for senior citizen. So good plan is one that offers higher sum insured, offer pre-existing disease with shorter waiting period, has a strong hospital network for cashless treatment, and offers lifetime renewal option and does not have any co-payment and sublimits. But even if you choose a good plan, there is another hurdle many senior citizens face before getting coverage approved, and which is pre-policy medical test. And why does it matter so much for senior citizen? So when you buy a senior citizen health insurance policy, the insurance company usually conduct a pre-policy medical test before issuing the policy. And these tests may include blood sugar checks, ECG, kidney function test, blood pressure measurements, and other screening to assess your current health condition. If you pass these tests and your reports are within the acceptable range, the insurer will generally issue the policy without any major concerns. And if conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, or other medical issues are detected, the insurer may apply a loading charges which is increase the premium above the standard rate. In some cases, if the medical reports exceed the insurer's eligibility criteria or if conditions like diabetes, hypertension or other health complications are found to be at very high level, the company may decline the proposal altogether and choose not to offer coverage. Sometimes, instead of rejecting the applications, the insurer may impose permanent exclusions for specific medical conditions. And another important point is that medical testing requirements become stricter with age. So while some insurer may require comprehensive medical tests only after the age of 60 or 65 years, medical examinations are generally a standard part of most senior citizen health insurance plans. So this is why it is always better to purchase health insurance at a younger age. And buying a policy early not only helps you avoid complications during medical underwriting and later in life, but also ensure continuous coverage when you need it the most. So several insurance company continues to offer health coverage even for senior citizen age 65 years and above, with entry age extending up to 75 years or even 80 years in some plans. So some of well-known insurers that provides coverage for senior citizens include SDFC Ergo, ICICI Lombard, Niva Bupa, Care Health Insurance, Aditya Birla, Bajaj and Tata AIG. So these companies offer plans with comparatively fewer age-related limitations and are generally considered reliable from a claims settlement perspective. And another important point is that Certain plans from Neopa, ICICI Lombard, Care Health Insurance, and Aditya Birla may not require a pre-policy medical test, and it's depending on the applicant's age, health declaration, and underwriting guidelines. So this can make the buying process easier for some senior citizens. And it is important not to select a plan solely because it does not require medical test. Before purchasing any senior citizen health insurance policy, carefully review all the features, waiting periods, benefits, exclusions, co-payment clause, claim settlement process, and other terms and conditions to ensure the plan matches your healthcare needs and budget. Mostly senior citizen health insurance plans comes with co-payment. So what it is exactly and why is it dangerous? So another term you will frequently see in senior citizen policies is co-payment. Co-payment means you have to bear a fixed percentage of every claim from your own pocket. For example, if a policy has 20% co-payment and your hospital bill is 5 lakh, you may have to pay 1 lakh yourself while the insurer pays the remaining amount. And this is why senior citizens should always check co-payment clause before buying a policy. And the cost of health insurance for senior citizens in India depends on several factors, including age, medical history, city of residence, sum insured, and the features offered by the policy. And in general, senior citizen health insurance plans with a sum insured of 5 lakh may cost anywhere between 30,000 to 60,000 per year, while plans with higher coverage limit can have significantly higher premiums. If the insured has pre-existing conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart-related issues, the insurer may apply a loading charges which can further increase the premium. And factors such as co-payment clause, waiting periods, room rent eligibility, and optional riders can also impact the overall cost. This is why it is important not to compare policies based only on premium. A slightly higher premium may provide better coverage, fewer restrictions, a strong hospital network, and a smoother claim experience, making it a more valuable choice in the long run. And for parents age 60 plus, how much coverage should you buy for senior citizens? A sum insured of at least 10 lakh is generally recommended. Considering rising hospitalization costs, a 5 lakh cover may become insufficient during major treatments such as heart surgery, cancer treatment, or prolonged hospitalization. And this brings us to important concern: what happens when these premiums become unaffordable for many senior citizens? So senior citizen health insurance is not just about buying a policy at the lowest premium. Factors such as waiting periods, co-payment clause, pre-existing disease coverage, hospital network, and claim experience can make a huge difference when a medical emergency actually occurs. So before purchasing any policy for yourself or your parents, compare all these factors carefully and choose a plan that provides long-term financial protection, not just affordable premiums. And remember, the cheapest policy is not always the best policy. For senior citizen, claim support, hospital network, waiting periods, co-payment clause, sublimits, and coverage for pre-existing disease matter much more than premium alone. And if you found this video helpful, then do like it, share it, and subscribe our channel. And share this video your loved ones. And in case if you have any query, then book your free consultation with us, and link is given in the description. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.